Okay, we'll start with the timers. Already I posted the notes with respect to the timers. Please go through that. I just give the brief descriptions about the timers. Then we'll start with the writing the programs by using the timers. Okay, so as we know that 8051 has the two timers which can be used for generating a time delay as well as to use for the count events. We'll go into counting the events. Okay, it has works with the two operations. With come to the timers, we have the two timers as already as I said, it is a timer 0 and timer 1. It is a 16-bit wide register. It can also be used for 8-bit register, that is TL and TH. Next we'll come to the counters. So it can be comes to the it can be used for count up from 00 to FFF with respect to the bit. So we know that each are the 16-bit count registers in the special function register as I discussed with count registers. So if it is 16-bit in the sense, as we know that it is started the count from the 0000 to FFFF. Now once I start the counter it is incremented by with respect to clock frequency of your 8051. It takes the delay, automatical delay. It is going to be incrementing each one by one. Once it comes to the FFF, then it is occur the timer flag. That means that TF, it identifies that it has a overflow is occur. It means that it is exceeds the 16-bit. Then timer overflow flag will be set. That is timer flag TF is going to be set. Then your counter will going to be stop the counter. This condition we called as the rollover function. This is known as rollover function. It means that it reached the maximum count from the 000. The corresponding timer flag, that is TF, is going to be set in the TCON register. We are going to be discussed later about the TCON registers. Okay, and next point will be timer has two special function register, that is a timer mode and timer control register. See, timer, how we going to works with what kind of mode operations we can do, that will tell by your timer mode register, and how do you control that mode of operation, that will be tell by your TCON register, that is timer control registers. These two registers are 8-bit register, remember. Okay, so as we know that timer mode, it is an 8-bit register started from the addresses 88H. So we need to set this timer mode, what the operations I want to do with respect to that. Normally we can send through the address, or we can use the register name as T mode. Okay, we're going to discuss about the T mode bit, how we can configure the mode of operations. So as we know that it is an 8-bit, so D0 to D7, that we have the M0 M1, it is a mode operation, and it can be works with C bar T bar. So that is a control and the timer, counter and the timer and the gate operations. So this is for the timer 0. Similarly, it is for timer 1. Okay. So gate represents when it is 1, start the counter. When it is 0, stopping the counter. So this is how we supposed to use for the gate. So that it will be tells by your interrupts, that is through the hardware. If you are going to start the counter through the hardware, we used to use the interrupt or the reset method, or if you are going to use the software method, we should write the program with respect to making set or reset. So next one is C bar T bar. So whenever it is 0, that means T bar will be enabled. So that means that it timers to works with the generating a delay. Timers we normally use to generate the delay. Whenever it is 1, that is it acts as a counter. Remember, this is very important. So C bar T bar, whenever it is 0, it generates the delay, and C is equal to 1, it acts as a counter. Okay.